The carrot seed project is doing really well. I don't have as much experience gathering carrot seed as I do allium seeds. But it looks like this year we're doing really well. I just have to figure out when to harvest these seeds. They're just beautiful plants. Wow. I would say this one here is about ready. I don't want to mess up and lose anything. Yeah, I think that carrot plant and if I can get in there and that one, if I can get it focused. I think tomorrow I'm going to take a few of these off and let them dry in the house in a bag. Yeah, they're really doing really well. Over at the leek seed project, look at that one stem. How it comes up, it bends outward, and then it bends back in, and then it goes up to the flower. That's really remarkable. The other night we were out here working until about 20 after 8. We've been doing that actually. We've been working till about 20 after 8. Just about every night, maybe all for about a week. Trying to get caught up. And the pollinators were on these leek flowers so heavily. It was just amazing to watch. And I was next to them on this bench. I was weeding this patch of leeks. And those pollinators were on those leek plants and did not bother me, and I didn't bother them. It's like we knew we were a team there for a while. The onion seed project is doing really well. All of the little florets are closed up now, and they're starting to get firm inside our little packages of seeds. And speaking of seed project, I'd like to thank my new friend Jane. She sent along, we got in the mail today, 2 nice little packages of seed from her. She sent along some woad seed, which is a plant that you use for dyeing fabric and yarn. It is a lot like indigo, and it's a member of the brassica family. And also she sent some hoppy Indian beans, which I'm really excited about planting. We'll be planting these seeds next spring. I'll probably start the woad indoors. And I would actually like to start a fiber dyeing, what do you call that? A dye plant garden. I think that would be a lot of fun. Plant some woad and some madder root, maybe some marigold. I'd like to stick to some traditional dye plants, and woad certainly is that. It goes way back to the Bronze Age. It would go right along well with the nettle yarn that we're making. So that's all very exciting. So thanks again to Jane for sending along those seeds. That was really a nice surprise today. I'm going to be sending you some of these carrot seeds and onion seeds. They're both French. The carrot seeds are Jean Dudou, and they're hard to find. You can find them, but they're kind of hard. Not everybody carries them. And the onions are Rosa de Roscoff, which are a yellow storage onion. And that seed project is coming along really well also. So that'll probably be another couple months, but we'll get those seeds out to you. Thanks a lot. Now I gotta go dig some potatoes. We have a few tomatoes over there that are just on the very verge of being ripe enough for the kitchen. If one were really desperate, you could probably pull a couple of those off. But Danielle has the final say. Those are her babies, and so she'll check those in a few minutes. She's over there watering, and maybe we'll get some tomatoes. So in this area here, between the potato row and the onion row, I'm going to be rototilling all of that level again, and that's where the wheat is going to go. We've been talking about that wheat we're going to be planting. It's a variety called Cervinta, and it's an older heirloom variety. It grows pretty tall. They came out with that variety before the days of the combine, and so that's good. It's always very exciting to grow. It gets to be 5 or 6 feet tall, and whereas combine wheat only grows to be about 2 feet tall. But yeah, so we'll be working on that. Be planting that wheat end of September, early October. So thank you again to Jane for sending those seeds along. God, I'm getting eaten by the mosquitoes. I'll certainly be sending some seeds your way, and if anyone else wants to get on my seed list, I will, golly, I'll send seeds your way as well. Just send me your address. We haven't really had any appearance of gray squirrels yet. I'm hoping that they leave our hazelnuts alone. I'm just crossing my fingers. Our friend Linda gave us a bunch of hazelnuts, so we should be in good shape for the time being, but it's always nice to have your own that come off your own trees. It's so nice. And this, like I said, this week is going to be filled with getting the onions, I'll say dealt with anyway. Get them out of the field, and I've got some plans for that. And get the rest of those potatoes out, the mid-season potatoes. And then I'm going to show you all how I like to store them in the root cellar for storage. And gosh, those mid-season potatoes will last until February at least. And then the late-season potatoes, when we store those, they'll carry us right on around until next May. And anything that's left over, we'll put right back into the garden for seed potato. Well, this is where the garlic resided. We took the garlic out a week ago tomorrow, so 6 days ago. And on this half of the bed, this one bed, I put another planting of carrots up to that little white stick. And then the rest of the way back, I put some more Swiss chard. And then in the left-hand bed, Danielle's going to put some winter, or rather fall, brassicas in there. That'll be great. She showed me this morning she's got some wonderful cabbages up there started. I pulled our shallots out of the ground. I don't feel as though you need to grow both shallots and red onion. One or the other is fine. I like those for when we're making salads or eating raw onion. They're just wonderful. Well, I did not do a good job this year. I'm going to use a little bit different technique next year for growing shallots. But I'm going to try it again. This is Danielle's mustard plant collection. I'm trying to talk her into letting them go to seed so that maybe we can make some mustard. That could be a lot of fun. Over there is some borage that Danielle's been tending to. She's very excited that it looks really good. It's even blossoming, which we're sure that the bees like. The bees like borage. So that'll just about do it from down here. I just wanted to say that the compost toilet video was very well received, and I'm glad it was, because whenever you do a video like that, you never know if people will take to that kind of subject matter at all. But as it turned out, it was rather popular, and people had some wonderful comments and stories about their experiences with their compost toilets. So that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of footage, and I did a lot of talking during that video. And to keep the video, I try to keep the videos 17 minutes or less, and even that's a bit long. But I had to get rid of a lot of footage. And I want to do a part 2 to that video. So that'll be coming up at some point in the very near future. So those are the 2 big projects coming up, is getting the onions dealt with for good, and to get those mid-season potatoes out of the ground. And I want to show you how I put those mid-season potatoes in the basement for storage. And it's basically, I just layer them with hay, nice clean dry hay, in a special kind of a garbage can. Very simple. When I first came to Maine, my dad grew potatoes also, not nearly as much as we do, but he had his potatoes stored in one of those garbage cans, and he had sand, damp sand, that he was layering the potatoes in. And boy, did it stink when he took the lid off. So the first thing I had to do was dump those potatoes. So we won't be doing that. We're going to be layering with nice, clean, dry hay. Danielle just reminded me that there were questions about the toilet paper. And I answered a few people in the comments section that back in 2020, when there was that toilet paper shortage, we said, so what? Who cares? And Danielle cut up some nice squares of fabric, old towels, if you will, maybe 8 inches square or so. And we just used those. We didn't care. And we saw the toilet paper disappear off the shelves. And we just used our little towel squares. And then in about a year or so, the toilet paper reappeared again. And I use toilet paper for one job, and then I use my little square, damp square, for the other job. Let's just put it that way. And I still continue to do that, and I think Danielle does by and large also. So, but the toilet paper that we do use is some kind of Danielle, is that stuff bamboo?
Yeah.
Okay. The toilet paper is made from bamboo, and we feel that it's quite okay for the environment. So we do use that toilet paper, and it goes right in our compost pail, and then it ends up down in that compost bin, and it decomposes. I can show you in our latest compost bin that there's no sign of toilet paper at all. So we feel very comfortable doing that. Well, tomorrow we're going to barbecue a chicken, and we were able to get some corn, some sweet corn along the road. We checked our Amish friends, but theirs is not ready yet. In fact, we looked at their corn in the field. It's looking a little dry. It's dry everywhere. I'm afraid that the dryness may have affected their corn. What do you think, Danielle?
Well, I mean, they have
it didn't look good.
Big field. I don't know how they irrigate.
Yeah, I don't know if they irrigate at all.
I mean, we're out here watering by hand morning and evening.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're going to have barbecue chicken and corn on the cob, but I want to make the German potato salad because we have our potatoes now, and I want to video that and maybe put up a video tomorrow night of my German potato salad recipe. It's a really good one because like most German potato salads, we do the sweet and sour thing, you know, with the apple cider vinegar and so forth. But this one, a lot of people leave out the roux, and I make a little roux with flour. So that's the only difference. So we'll do that tomorrow. That'll be a lot of fun. Well, I guess I'm going to shut this thing down for the night. Mosquitoes are pretty bad, and I think I caught you all up. I like to do this Wednesday night walk around because we're still in our clothes that we wear to town, and we pretty much kind of take the day off from the garden. And so I really enjoy this evening walk around and bring you up to speed on some of the projects coming up. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight, and I'll see you on the next one tomorrow, probably with the German potato salad. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.